Hey guys, welcome back to A Little Less Lisa. So today I am going to go over my week 8 results and sort of do a check-in, let you know how the week went. I will also give you my monthly stats since we're at the end of another 4-week period. So let's talk about the week in general. So as a reminder, I did 3.75. So I did another week of basically splitting the step up in dose. So normally you would go from 2.5 to 5.0. And because I seemed like I was struggling a little bit, or I shouldn't say a little bit, a lot of it, on the 5.0, I went to 3.75, which again is a benefit of taking a compounded drug because I can, withdraw however much I want into my syringe, as opposed to if you're on the branded version and all you have is the pen. So I did 3.75 again. I did it in my stomach again. I don't even know why I did that, because if you remember from one of my previous videos, I had some thought that perhaps it was the stomach or injecting so many times, even though I was alternating sides in my stomach, that maybe that's what was causing me to have so much nausea. So I don't know why I went back to the stomach, but I did, and it didn't seem to be a problem. I will say that my nausea was pretty minimal. I mean, there were maybe a couple of days where I had some, maybe an hour or two of nausea, but that probably had more to do maybe with what I ate or something like that. I don't think it had really anything to do with the medication, the dosage, or the location of where I gave it. So that's how we set up week 8. I did have some constipation again though, which is interesting because I was still kind of doing all the things. The only thing that I can think of that I wasn't still doing during that time was Miralax. So, and I haven't really not done Miralax consistently, so I don't even know if it was that, but I did have a couple days where I did not go at all. I did end up taking, I think it's a Dulcolax, so it's a gentle laxative. It's not one of those that works immediately. It takes kind of overnight to work. So I did take that for 2 nights. I didn't take that last night, and I do seem to be doing just fine now. That area seems to be working well, so that's fine. So I did, get through those couple days, and I will definitely say I will, obviously get to my weight loss and that in a few minutes, but my weight was definitely going up and down this week. It went down over the weekend really well. So I weigh myself and take my shots now on Thursdays. And, I think even Friday and Saturday, I showed a pretty decent loss, and then I would gain 0.4 pounds, and then I would lose 0.6 pounds, and then I would gain 0.8 pounds. It was like ping-ponging back and forth, absolutely no explanation. I will say that I did manage to get more calories in over this last week, I would say on an average basis. I'm still not eating my full calorie deficit goal, however, so again, it obviously had nothing to do with the amount of calories I was eating or anything like that. I really would like to try to get as many calories as I can in up to my, what my calorie deficit goal is, which is 1,200 calories a day. Right now I'm averaging maybe around 800, 900, which I know is not healthy for me, but for a little while there, I was only able to get in 600, 700. So I feel like I'm going in the right direction, but I know for my body's sake, I need to be getting closer to that. I realize it will probably make my weight loss go a little bit slower, but that's okay because I don't want to screw around with my metabolism. As far as exercising this past week, I was pretty much either, got a good amount of walking in on a daily basis or a combination of walking and strength training. So I think I did strength training, either 3 or 4 times last week or this past week, and just really sort of tried to focus on every other day. So I feel really, really good about that. And when I get again to my results, I'll sort of share how that graph is kind of looking as I'm able to look on my Renpho scale app and see trends and see all of the different things that make up my actual weight, how those things have either gone up or gone down depending on the particular way we're slicing that pie. So workouts went well. I think that was great. I definitely, feel like I just feel better. I will tell you that, just overall, I guess, just really feel healthier, whether it be obviously losing weight, but just I'm just feeling better. I'm feeling stronger. Not like I'm, looking like this chiseled physique or anything, but I feel healthier doing what I'm doing, which for me is really the ultimate goal here. Obviously vanity plays a part in it too. Let's not sugarcoat that. But anyway, one of the other things that happened while I was in Kansas City for our son's graduation, I did go see my primary care physician for a checkup, and obviously he ran all the blood work. The only thing that I was deficient in was vitamin D, B1, and zinc, and it wasn't necessarily that I was deficient, like when I actually looked at my test results, it was just that I was on the low side of normal. So my physician did recommend that I take a vitamin D3 supplement and a B complex vitamin. So I need to go find those supplements. So yeah, other than that, I would say, food noise was definitely either not an issue or very, very minimal. I don't really recall at any point during the week feeling like the food noise had come back at all, no food obsessions or anything like that. I will also say, as far as hunger goes, again, I sort of noticed yesterday, the day before my shot day, that, I did have some sort of additional hunger cues. Yeah, like I said, in general, all of the benefits to taking the medication were really, really positive. And as far as side effects were concerned, a little bit, but nothing that I would say was really horrendous or hard to deal with. All right, so let's get into my results. So looking at it from a monthly perspective, so sort of the last 4 weeks, when looking at my Renpho scale app and looking at some of the different metrics, I will just tell you the overall sort of directional trend that they were. My skeletal muscle has increased. My subcutaneous fat, which is like kind of the fat that you see on your body, decreased. My visceral fat also decreased. Visceral fat is the fat that's around your organs. And that's the really dangerous fat. So that's something that you really want to see go down. I mean, obviously we want to see all fat levels and percentages go down, but the visceral fat is really important because that's around your organs and that's really dangerous. My protein levels increased. My metabolic age decreased. I'm still not quite down to matching my own age, and obviously, ideally, I would like it to be even lower than my actual age, because at one time it did used to be lower than my actual age, and my water showed an increase over the last month. So those are all really amazing. I didn't have any metric that was like going in the wrong direction, basically. And the one probably that I would be most concerned about is the muscle mass. So glad to see that that was on the increase. So that's amazing. All right, so as a reminder, like I said, I did 3.75 in my right stomach, and this week, I lost 1.2 pounds. Now, I will say, when I stepped on the scale yesterday, like I said, it's kind of been doing this up and down thing. I was down 1.4 pounds, but today, on my official weigh-in day, I was down 1.2. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed, especially when I saw the number yesterday, because it was like a 0.0 number and right at a like decade threshold, and so I was really hoping to move into that next set of numbers today, so I was really hoping to see like a 0.8 number or a 0.6, but it's okay, it's fine. Like I said, you guys, this is a marathon, not a sprint, and I was still down 1.2 pounds for the week, so that's amazing. So for the second 4-week period, I lost a total of 8 pounds. So that obviously, if you take 8 divided by 4, that's an average of 2 pounds per week, which is still an amazing rate of weight loss. Honestly, if I could keep doing that, that would be incredible. But again, if I could, be averaging a pound, sort of like I am now, a pound to a pound and a half, that's a very, very healthy weight loss rate. So we'll see what happens. But my total weight loss, so for the first 8 weeks, I have lost 23.6 pounds. So that is it, guys. That is how week 8 and the end of my second 4 weeks went. Just to let you know, I still need to take my injection, so I need to go do that. And I am going to bump up to 5.0 this week, and probably will do it in my right thigh. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but probably will do that. And then I will have to take one injection while I am on vacation. So I've planned that out, and I'll kind of talk about that when I talk about like how to travel with when you're on a GLP-1 medication and those kind of things. I'll talk to you about how I sort of thought that through, especially being on a compounded version. You kind of have to think through that a little bit more than you would if you are taking just the pre-dosed pen. So anyway, that is my plan. So I will take 5.0 today, and then obviously while I am in Spain, I will take another dose of 5.0. So yeah, like I said, I am happy with my results so far. I do think that I will probably reduce my goal weight by another 5 pounds, which essentially then puts me about 15 pounds away from my goal weight instead of 10, which is fine. I think I will be a little happier at that weight, because that's basically the weight that I basically maintained for that sort of, 14 years or whatever before. So I was originally going for that higher weight just because I thought I'm older, and just with metabolic changes and things like that, and postmenopausal, that maybe it would just be better and a more maintainable weight. And who knows, maybe when I get another 10 pounds off, I'll feel okay. And anyway, we'll see what happens. But I think my plan is right now is to make it that I want to lose another 15 instead of another 10. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please let me know how your week has been going or your month has been going. If you are taking any one of the GLP-1 medications, I would love to hear how you're doing. And if you have any questions for me, also put those in the comment section. I'm happy to answer whatever questions I can. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed and you like this kind of content, I would love to have you here. So click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I upload videos. I'm not on a super strict upload schedule quite yet on this channel, so make sure that you have the bell notification turned on, and that way you'll get notified when I do upload a new video. And yeah, if you haven't had enough of me quite yet, there will be another video up here for you to watch. And please remember, kindness and hate spread the same. The choice is yours. Have a great week. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.